Iran. In the heart of Iran lies a desert that harbors some of the most brutal heat on the planet. The Lut Desert, with surface temperatures reaching 70.7 degrees Celsius, is considered one of the deadliest locations on Earth. This video reveals the beauty, mystery, and dark secrets of the Lut Desert, from chaotic stone cities and volcanic black sands to sterile zones nearly uninhabitable for life. Watch until the end to experience the drama and see why Lut is called the hell God forgot to erase from the map. In a lonely corner of southeastern Iran lies a world that even the sun refuses to touch for long. A place hotter than any desert, lower than any grave, deadlier than the vacuum of space. They call it the Lut Desert, and for the few humans who have ever seen it, Lut is more than just a desert. It is a warning that Earth has a dark side never meant for anyone to inhabit. The name, Lut, means emptiness, and as soon as I set foot here, the words felt so true. There was no bird call. There were no tree shadows. Just waves of heat that vibrated the air, as if the desert were breathing. In some years, NASA satellites record surface temperatures reaching 70.7 degrees Celsius. This wasn't air temperature, it was ground temperature. Ground so hot that it could burn skin in seconds. The Lut Desert wasn't a place for life. It was a place that devoured life. From a distance, rows of giant stones stood still, like the ruins of a lost ancient civilization. This is Lut, a natural masterpiece shaped over thousands of years by sharp winds and hot storms. Its walls tower as high as skyscrapers. Its stone towers look like fortresses from a bygone era. But there is no civilization here. There never was. Extreme winds that blow up to 250 days a year have relentlessly eroded these rocks, forming a giant labyrinth where anyone can get lost and never return. If ever a place deserved to be called a ghost town, this is it. The Lut Desert is filled with black sand and rock. The remains of volcanic minerals absorb sunlight like a hot sponge. The light falls to the ground and disappears. It doesn't bounce back. It doesn't return. This black land is the reason Lut holds the world record as the hottest spot on Earth. Under the scorching sun, the desert surface turns into an invisible sheet of fire, so hot that nothing can stand on it for long without protection. Everything here is a test for life. Many deserts still harbor hidden life, but the center of the Lut Desert is different. Scientists call it the sterile zone. There are almost no traces of life. No plants, no animals, even bacteria can barely survive. This place is so extreme. Some scientists have compared it to the surface of Mars. But it is here that humans are beginning to find hints of possible life on other planets. In the cracks of the rocks, deep underground, extremophile microbes have been discovered, tiny creatures capable of surviving impossible conditions. They live among the heat. The landscape of the Lut Desert often baffles scientists. Giant sand dunes, cracked salt flats, towering chaos. It all looks so alien that NASA has made this desert a testing ground for Mars exploration technology. Some photos of the Lut Desert are even indistinguishable from those of the Red Planet. This is where Earth reveals another face. For centuries, locals avoided the Lut Desert. They believed it was a place where hot spirits gathered. Legends say eerie sounds could be heard at night. Sounds that scientists now know are winds trapped and swirling among the Lut. There are tales of caravans that disappeared, swallowed by a fierce sandstorm. Never found, never returned. To this day, parts of the Lut Desert have never been set foot by humans. Not because it's forbidden, but because no human has been able to reach the area safely. On the other side of the desert, there are giant sand dunes 300 meters high. Some of them move, slowly, moved by strong winds. In a single year, sand dunes can shift tens of meters, creating an entirely new landscape. In the Lut Desert, even the ground is never still. The Lut Desert is a wild realm, harsh, uncompromising. It is a place that reminds us that not all of Earth was made for humans. But amid its cruelty, Lut holds a stunning beauty, a sacred silence, and a history of the Earth that we still don't fully understand. The Lut Desert is more than just a desert. It is another chapter in the life of our planet, a chapter full of mystery, full of threats, and full of wonder. In a place where life is almost non-existent, we discover the preciousness of life. Ultimately, the desert of Lut is more than just a place. It is a stubborn reminder that Earth does not always pamper its inhabitants. Here, amidst the heat that defies logic, in a land quieter than the void, life seems to choose to surrender. But it is in places like this that we see the true nature of our planet. That this world was not created for humans alone. That there are areas so wild, so pristine, that even time refuses to touch them. Visual. Sunset behind a giant cloud. As the sun dipped below the horizon of Lut, the boulders turned blood red. The wind stopped for a moment. Silence fell like a blanket over the entire Earth. And in that moment, we realized something simple yet terrifying. This is the side of the Earth rarely seen. The unfriendly side. The unwelcoming. And never promising anything but eternal silence. Amidst the thick darkness, Lut shows his most honest face. That Earth is not only a place of life, but also a place of death. Lut's desert is not just hell. It is a giant, nameless graveyard, where heat erases traces, wind erases time, and darkness erases courage. And when we leave this desert, it remains standing, silent, dark, merciless, endless. Thank you for watching. Please support this channel by subscribing, liking, and commenting.